Hello everyone, welcome to the video on Microsoft Utilities. In this we are going to see various features of Microsoft PowerPoint that is available in PowerPoint 2016. Certain features are available in the previous versions also. So you can explore and find whether these features are available in the previous versions. But now I am talking with respect to Microsoft PowerPoint 2016. So as we saw in the previous video of Microsoft Word, we also have in Microsoft PowerPoint various options. So by default, this is what will be displayed to us. We'll be displaying various themes in the Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, if you see here an option called as presentations are there. So when I click on this presentations, a lot of predefined themes, or we can call these as templates, are present. So I can choose any of the templates. This creates a total presentation for us. We can just modify our particular content in the template that we have chosen. For example, now I select any one of the templates from this. So let me choose this template. We will see what happens. So you can see that a full presentation of this particular layout has been created. So you can modify this. So let me change this as ICT tools. Let me go to the second slide. I give it to be LMS, Learning Management Systems. And let me type any three bullets here. So for example, I type Google Classroom. Next I type Edmodo. Next I type Moodle. So these are the three learning management systems that I've chosen. So the first beautiful feature available in PowerPoint 2016 is we can choose from available list of presentations. So that makes a total presentation for us where we can customize our own data. The second feature that will be very useful for us is instead of giving just bullet points of whatever contents we are displaying, I can choose these bullets, and if you see in the home tab, we have something called as convert to smart art. So when I click on convert to smart art, we can change this into various options that are available. So whichever format you want to display your particular content, you can display your bulleted contents in form of smart arts, and we have a lot of smart art graphics here, so you can choose whichever you want and that particular content gets displayed in a smart art. So for example, I've chosen this, and this also a lot of options are there to customize, like we can change the shape, we can change the colors that we want, and we can do a lot of features. So if you just type the bullet points, choose the particular bullet point, go to the home tab and select convert to smart art. It converts the total bulleted points into beautiful smart art for us. The next interesting feature is, let me go to any of the empty slides. So let me go here. I can insert 3D models. So if you go to insert tab, we have one thing called as 3D models here. This chart, shapes and all is available in normal Word and other Microsoft products also, but we have 3D models in PowerPoint presentation. So if I click on 3D models, click on from online sources. So for example, I want to display something based on electronic gadgets. Let me search for something. Uh, so let us try to insert any 3D object here. So let me type electronic, select electronic gadgets. So let me choose anything. So let me choose this resistor for example. So it will insert the 3D model of resistor into a PowerPoint presentation. So this resistor can be rotated in any direction and we can explain anything easily to us. So any new student that joins the engineering course or any course, for him a resistor is a very new component. So we can easily explain the color code of the resistor. We can say him what does this gold, silver and all those codings mean, and we can explain many things much more easily. So there are a lot of 3D models that we can insert. I just inserted something for example and showed to you. So we can try inserting any other available products here. So I can insert this transistor. So there's some problem. So we can insert a lot of 3D models from going to insert, selecting 3D models and clicking from online sources. Fine. So we'll try inserting, for example, I insert this camera. So the 3D model of camera has been inserted. We can show to the students how this particular object appears. So these are the functions of inserting 3D models in our PowerPoint presentation. So let me delete this for now. I'll delete this also. So this is a very good feature available in the PowerPoint 2016. And one more thing is, instead of having any screen recording applications like I use OBS to record my videos or we use Screencast-O-Matic to record our screen and all, that feature is available in PowerPoint itself. So if you click on insert, we have an option called as screen recording here. So click on the screen recording. It will ask us to select the area which has to be recorded. So for example, I select the area which has to be recorded for me. So I selected the area and click on record. So after this, your total screen gets recorded. For example, I switch over to this Chrome. I go to Google. I search something. I search for, I type Google, etc. So I switched over to some screen. So we are doing some search. For example, I search ICT tools. So we have searched something. We will come back to our PowerPoint presentation and I click on the stop recording. Now we can see that a particular video has been inserted here. So when I click on this play button, after this your total screen gets recorded. For example, I switch over to this Chrome. I go to Google. I search something. I search for, I type Google, etc. So I switched over to some screen. So we are doing some search. For example, I search ICT tools. So we can see that whatever we searched on our screen, like we can say that this is similar to display capture in the OBS or your total screen recording in Screencast-O-Matic. So instead of having a separate software to record your total screen, this is possible in your Microsoft PowerPoint itself. So I can go to insert, I can click on screen recording. We can choose the area which has to be recorded, and when you start the recording, the total screen gets recorded for us. So we can save this. We can right click on this. So we can right click on this. We can click save media as. And you can save this as an MP4 file. So if I give .mp4, this gets saved as a .mp4 file in whichever location you choose. So we can do a screen recording in PowerPoint itself without requiring any additional purchase of any software. So this is a very interesting feature of the Microsoft PowerPoint. And as in Microsoft Word, here also we have lot of add-ins and which can be purchased from the store, which can be downloaded from the store. So I think we saw for Word documents. The similar add-ins are available in Microsoft PowerPoint also. So one of that is Pixels, where we can get a lot of images for free. So if I click on open Pixels, it opens a lot of free images that we can insert into our PowerPoint presentation. So let it get loaded. We will see how to insert pictures. So for example, I search for a picture of a classroom. I click on enter. So we can see that lot of pictures are appearing and we can click on that picture and we can see that the picture has been inserted into our classroom. So I click on this picture, that picture will be inserted into our particular PowerPoint presentation. So in this Pixels, lot of free images are available and it is always better to prepare PowerPoint presentations with more animations and with more pictures, because rather than putting lot of text, if we insert pictures and animations, that will be very effective when we present it anywhere. And also there are a lot of animations available. So let me go here. So for example, I click this. So this is a total image. You can click Ctrl plus Shift plus G to group a total smart art, or you can press again Ctrl Shift G to ungroup the total smart art. So I click on this Google Classroom. Let me select animations. So I want this to appear like this. I click on Edmodo. I want this to appear like this. I click on Moodle. I want this to appear like this. Fine. So I've inserted different type of animations. Let me preview what happens. So this is how the animation appears after we insert the smart art. So rather than seeing everything as just images with a plain presentation, we can try a lot of animation effects that are available in our Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. So for example, this picture, we can click on add animation. We can give any type of animation that we want. And for this also, we can give any animation that we want. I want the picture to bounce and come, so I click on bounce. And also we can add motion paths. So if I click on arc, it will make the picture move in a particular arc. You can change the direction of where the picture should go. So for example, if you want the picture to go and sit at this particular place, now I have defined the arc in this way. Now let us preview this and see what happens. So it bounces, and after this it moves in the reverse direction and goes and sits on top of that. So by clicking on this motion path effect, we can make the pictures to move in a straight path or in an arc or in turns, etc. So these are the various features available in Microsoft PowerPoint. There are a lot more features to explore. In fact, we can take Microsoft PowerPoint itself as a separate course. Those many features are available in Microsoft PowerPoint. But I just wanted to convey basic features available. One was converting to smart art. The second one was the inbuilt features of pixels from where we can insert a lot of images. The third one, we can add various animation effects by selecting a particular text or any picture and clicking on whichever animation we want. The next one was we can record the total screen using the screen recording option. And also, when you go back to file and new, there are a lot of presentation themes that are available to choose from, which defines a total presentation for us, and we can choose a particular template and customize our data as per the given presentation. So I hope this would have been very useful for you all. Thank you very much.